All right. So, by the way, new day, and new day brings in new episodes, and new episodes, bring in new players being linked with Arsenal. So, of course, we've got some new players getting linked with Arsenal, but that's not just the thing that we need to talk about. The also talking points are, uh, IGFC, my own career mode, wherein we have the players with the names of our subscribers. So we have started that. So um, do check out that episode. The link of my FIFA channel, the second channel, is in the description. Check it out. It's actually fun. We're actually we made the team, and most importantly, some of the most great characters from last season are missing, but I'm pretty much sure I'll bring them back in the upcoming transfer window. Those are the signings that we'll make. So let's see how things will turn out, and let's just jump into the news that we have. Ramsdale had a very elaborate interview recently. So he was asked, what does he feel on becoming the number one at Arsenal so quickly. He says, possibly the best month I could have wished for. It's not something I expected so soon. I believed in my ability to get in the team, but I thought it would take a while transitioning to the way they play, new teammates. Ramsdale, on the way he celebrates goals, he says, the fist bumps to the crowd again. The striker scores, Bukayo scores, and everyone runs to Bukayo. And I'm on my own, so my teammates become the fans. So I celebrate with them, and sometimes my celebrations look like I've scored a goal myself. That's just the pure emotion and hard work throughout the week to get the 3 points and get the win. So it all comes out, and I enjoy it. Everywhere I've gone, I've invested into the football club, whether it was 6 months on loan or it was at Bournemouth for 3 years. When I came in, I got told to be myself. My character is to be loud, be a leader, and show passion. I also knew that I might have to shake things up in a positive way and my own way. I think it's well documented that they were missing leaders, but I don't think we've all turned into leaders all of a sudden. The team that's playing at the moment is just full of confidence and working well together. We're all leaders in our own way. And talking about the youngsters, Ramsdale says, Emil Smith Rowe and Bukayo Saka are young lads, but they lead by example with their performances. You've got Xhaka, myself, Gabriel, Ben White, who are vocal, and you've got the captain Aubameyang, who is our talisman, our go-to man. We're all different leaders in our own way. I swear to God, Aaron Ramsdale needs to be the Arsenal captain, man. He's just making a thing. I'd want Tierney to take it after Aubameyang, but Ramsdale is making a case for himself. And trust me, a defender, a centre back, or a goalkeeper needs to be the captain, and it makes a lot of sense in a lot of aspect. And I love that. I love to see that. That's really supremely positive. But I am going to show you an image, and being an Arsenal fan, it will definitely make you sad in a way. So, richest owners in world football, ladies and gentlemen, all of a sudden, Newcastle are top of the list. And the only ones that come close are PSG, but anyone else is not even close. Arsenal is ninth. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. But Newcastle just killed it. They just killed any competition that they had. My God. But it's not just about competition, it's all about how they're going to build a project, what's going to happen at the club. It's a very good takeover, but the question is, what are they going to do? Will we see another Manchester City kind of a rebuild? It'll be crazy to see Zinedine Zidane take over Newcastle, man. That'll be crazy. But talking about more stuff, Torino president Cairo has revealed that Andrea Bellotti has no intention to sign a contract extension in Turin amid transfer talks to Arsenal. Well, according to Transfer Market, Bellotti is valued at £31.5 million, but he's hardly played any game this season. So Cairo spoke to TMW. He says, I made a huge contract proposal, but I cannot force Bellotti to accept. He has not signed the new contract. I feel he has no intention to do it. Torino manager Ivan Juric, when speaking about Bellotti before the season started, admitted that he did not like the Italian forward over the past 6 months. He says, he's a top player, also for his way of doing football, but I told the Gallo I did not like him in the last 6 months. He will choose if it is time to change, or if he comes to tell me that he is my captain and comes to battle with me. We want to take a path, and there is no place for unhappy people. True, Bellotti would be a very crazy signing. Let me know in the comments, Bellotti Would you consider Andrea Bellotti? Let me know in the comments. I think I've already asked this before, but lots of you guys who are watching this episode don't generally comment. Please comment. It helps my engagement. No, not. Oh my god. Okay, engagement in terms of more people, get contacted to my channel. So YouTube does that. YouTube is very notorious in that kind of aspect. So according to Calcio Mercato, Arsenal are said to have made a move for Raheem Sterling. I'll just keep it this way. I'm not going to go deep into that. And talking about En-Nesyri, however, La Colina de Nervion say that Sevilla has rebuffed the swap deal between En-Nesyri and Lacazette. They say that considering that the Frenchman is out of contract at the end of the season, does not make any sense for a swap deal between Lacazette and En-Nesyri. Arsenal have been told to forget about a swap option because that option is invalid. They know they can personally negotiate his arrival from the January transfer window and sign him for a free next summer. It therefore makes no sense for Arsenal to propose him as a sweetener for a deal for En-Nesyri. However, En-Nesyri is not the only player that Arsenal are after. Dusan Vlahovic is not signing a new deal. Andrea Bellotti is not signing a new deal. However, Alex Ishak does not make any sense, especially after he signed a new deal. So finally, my man Miguel Aziz is back into the. He actually is, he was introduced for England under 20s, England under 20s versus Italy under 20s, replacing Leeds United midfielder Lewis Bate. Now, I already mentioned it before to you guys that Portsmouth have revealed that Miguel Aziz got an injury. He's got a groin strain or something like that. So, yes, he somehow got some good amount of minutes. So hopefully, Miguel Aziz gets those minutes. Especially, he goes back to Portsmouth and he gets some really crucial minutes as well. That is the major update about Miguel Aziz, which makes me really happy. It makes me supremely happy. So this youngster was the reason why Arsenal were out of the Europa League last time around. This youngster's quick feet and of course good pace is the reason why Villarreal are successful in recent times. Yeremy Pino. Arsenal and Leicester City have emerged as potential contenders in the race to sign Yeremy Pino. So according to Transfer Market Web, Villarreal youngster is one of the hottest prospects in Spain right now. Lots of Premier League clubs are eyeing for him, but Villarreal are under no pressure to offload him because they have a contract signed with him till 2024. But the report suggests that the youngster's rapid rise to prominence could make the giant leap into the Premier League in the upcoming summer transfer window. Formerly of La Palmas Youth Academy, Pino has raised a lot of eyebrows in Spain. He scored 3 goals and was notably a part of the squad that lifted the Europa League as well last season by beating Manchester United in the finals. Also, Pino's contributions is really good. Good winger, very pacey and nimble feet, quick feet. That's all I can tell more about Yeremy Pino about that. So, moving on. So another player linked with Arsenal. Well, he's been linked with Arsenal for a very long time. But hey, new transfer window, new link of the same player. We're going to talk about Sardar Azmoun from Zenit St. Petersburg. So, with Alex Lacazette currently to leave, the forward from Russia, Sardar Azmoun, he actually scored 6 goals in his first 12 games of the season for Zenit St. Petersburg. The news is coming from Onze Mondial, who have a small section on the Iran international, from whom he has scored 37 goals and 56 caps. They explain that his great form in Russia has caught the eye of Arsenal, Milan and most recently AS Roma. A target for Lyon this summer, the player recently admitted he had a number of offers on the table, including one from Arsenal's rivals, but not one from Arsenal directly. Perhaps they felt they were better off waiting to see if they could get him on a free, as Azmoun will be available to negotiate with other clubs from January onwards. So probably a free transfer. Would you want Sardar Azmoun at Arsenal? If you don't know anything about him, go check him out on YouTube. Fantastic striker. So losing Lacazette on a free and then getting him on a free would make a lot of sense. He's a very exciting talent. Plus he's got that that international experience. He's an Iran international. So the reason why Tomiyasu is at Arsenal is the reason what Arsenal gave, signing young players who have international experience as well. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, consider subscribing my other channel as well if you like some awesome FIFA content as well. Cheers. Bye bye.